Here we go. Good evening. Good day in my place. Good evening. And Kevin had issues with his connection. I'm hopeful that he will kind of get back. For now, I don't see. Yeah, I see he's trying. While he does this, I will probably start, and I will share my screen. And we are in this week, right? This is the this week event, and we are talking about what we have done like last week and what we plan to do next week. And we have a few reports, and I will start with myself. And I work mostly on CNMCyber office hours events. So it's instead of like our so-called like bootcamp development, I did this. I didn't record them. No one joined the events on Friday and Monday. So those days now are kind of canceled. I decided that 5 days or 4 days are too many. So for now, I plan to keep only Thursday and Tuesday, and to see where it will go. Rita joined yesterday, so we had a good conversation. Rita and Sonia, we had good conversation with Rita, and I said like her progress is impressive. I cannot judge anyone else because no one else like will told me anything. I also interviewed a Jitsi contractor during the event that Sonia organized, and MediaWiki contractor during the event that Kevin organized. No contract has been awarded yet, but we have a progress. And next week I plan to, in addition to office hours, I plan to transfer learning contractors' work, meaning your work, to their CNM practice job framework, which specifically means utilizing the instructions posted there, and either CNM website developer or CNM contractor wiki page, depending on the nature of contractors' positions. So that means that you kind of need to have your work approved. We need to discuss it. You need to state what you will be responsible for, and we will go. And we'll go with that. So that's it. Problem. Kevin, are you available now? No. I don't hear Kevin.
Yes, I'm available.
Okay. So can you go from here?
Okay, I'll go next.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Also, I'd like to ask, are you recording?
Yes. I'm recording because you asked, so I kind of started recording.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. So I'd like to present what I've worked on this week. I worked on the website development. We were able to create a tile with 2 buttons. We are yet to develop the link that will lead the buttons to maybe the CNM social and the welcome video for these 2 buttons on the web development.
May I interrupt you? I will because you didn't put kind of because you had this like electricity issues and you didn't post the report. So I want to follow.
Yes.
I want to follow on the wiki, right? So I will share my screen again,
Okay.
and I will try to follow what you mean. So we will kind of take a look. Wait a second. Share my screen. It will be entire screen. Only one entire screen share. So we're talking about like Kevin, like what page you mean? What page you are talking about?
CNMCyber.com home prototype.
CNMCyber.com type.
Prototype. The prototype page.
Oh, for home, right? This one. Okay, I see kind of some developments.
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. You're trying to design, or what are you trying to do here? I see it's kind of some elements of design. You are not working on the design,
Yes?
right? Or no? Because for design we have like a separate
We're both
page.
working on it.
Yeah, for the design we will have a separate page. Um, I see like you have some
Okay.
progress, which is good, and um, you like diffs. You put like diffs everywhere.
So,
And that is
yeah.
why it's the category right now, pages using invalid self-enclosed HTML tags. Do you see this? Did you see this in the kind of bottom? The MediaWiki said like you have invalid HTML tags, which are
Mm-hmm.
self-closed. I would say we need to kind of to solve like because if we go to
Yeah.
the diffs are not like self-explainable to everyone. So for instance, like I'm trying to get kind of what they mean. Oh, here we go. This tag is not correct. This tag is kind of is wrong. It's no such tag. You probably meant this one. Let's check. Oh, yeah, now it's fixed. So you kind of you made a mistake in one tag. But again, in my view, the prototype shouldn't be kind of that
Yeah.
complicated with the diffs. If we use just like a tables, it will be kind of enough. Table style, as we did kind of
Mm-hmm.
as I did for the first one. Why
Yes,
did you
yeah.
put why did you put div there? You see, for instance, here you put like width 100 here and width 100 here. So we kind of like you put twice the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. We don't need div generally. Like just table
So,
is
like you said, like the design has
design is kind of is a part of a separate page. Design is a separate project. And the reason is kind of I don't see what you generally like you're working
a.
on. Like if you go to the website develop website projects, right? You should to pick kind of some, right? So let's say what did you pick? You pick
Mm-hmm.
public contents. So you're working on
We
just
pick text.
text. Yeah. So this
Text.
so this is belong to contents. It's not design.
Yeah.
Design projects are separate.
Yeah.
Design projects completely separate thing. You don't need to kind of to code HTML here. Like you're like with a prototype, it's a prototype, just plain kind of simple prototype. What will be on the page and what the text, mostly like the contents. Okay, but
Okay.
I cut you off. Can you continue what you started? So you work on that. Okay, good. And
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Next, I continued scouting for Media Wiki aspirants,
uh-huh.
and we have three potential experts. I will tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, according for the interviews.
So right
Next, I
now,
was able to assign wiki accounts to Erastus,
uh-huh.
Rito, Gracie, and Mark. So each one now has a wiki account. Yes.
Yeah. We can plan. We can make kind of a schedule of events. I wonder, like, who who want to take over this
Mm-hmm.
project? We will use most likely Odoo, and we can create kind of a schedule so you will see, and you can schedule like the interviews, you and Sonia and me, and we will be posting our, instead of talking each other. Oh, are you available tomorrow? Or you're not
Uh-huh.
available tomorrow? Let's talk like next day. We should have a tool to schedule for scheduling kind of events,
Yeah.
and then that it will be kind of a solution.
It's a yeah. Yeah.
I will add my report here.
Okay. And lastly, we had a session with the team, Erastus, Rito, Gracie, and Mark, on the basics of Wiki. We discussed creating text on Wiki, creating a page on Wiki, and linking internal or external web pages to Wiki.
Okay, cool.
Yes, so that's my report for the week.
Cool. But
Yeah.
you kind of like with your plans, I want
So
to clearly
who's
see
going
like
next?
when, yeah, Kevin, when you have a chance, I want to clearly see what kind of what pages or what pages you will be working
Hmm.
on next kind of next week, right? So I want to see it here. So then I will ask you about kind of those pages. Does make sense?
Come again?
I said like I when you have a light, when you have a chance,
Okay.
I expect you to kind of to write a report
Hmm.
here and
Hmm.
state what kind of what pages like wiki pages you will be working on. Because
Yeah.
I'm my goal is kind of all this like our wiki pages to improve.
Oh
And
yeah, sure.
yeah, and next week I expect kind of you we will kind of talk more, like document more your project, what you are
Hmm.
working on, what to expect, and how we will track it, right? Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can communicate over Viber. So who's next?
Let me go next. I hope I'm audible. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, okay. Okay, I was not able to join the office hours for 3 days. However, I managed to join Gary for office hours on Tuesday, and we had some good correspondence. Gary reviewed some of the work that I did, that is on the search engine optimization, and we created a page, a prototype for SEO for CNMCyber, and we also managed to put it to record the progress in the website projects. And I also tried to work on the Era 404 page, which was then later updated to CNMCyber.com 404 prototype. It is still work in progress as I have to come up with the the requirements. Yeah, but for the page, I managed to put in the sections for if someone lands on the page, they can direct them. Click here if you're stuck. Yes. Or you can go back to the home page. So that's what I was able to do. And then my next project is I want to resume working with Sonia again because she had asked me a question, but I never responded. Apologies, Sonia. We are going to come up with an agenda for the welcome session. And I also want to look at CMS, that is Content Management Systems, and what it entails, and come up with the design requirements, design requirements, yes. Yeah,
Cool.
that's it from me. I don't know if there are any questions, additions.
I have a question. So let's with Sonia, I assume that Sonia agrees kind of to work on the welcome session. But I feel like you already, do you mean like an actual session? Because you already recorded the video, some video, but video needs to
Yes,
be like improved significantly. But I feel like someone else can try. Do you mean like a session for people who are actually coming? Like put on the schedule. You mean this, right?
yes, that's what I.
Yeah, it will be cool. It will be a good project. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin?
Can you share your screen with this week's report
Yeah.
where coordinators share?
Yeah. Sorry, I closed it, but I will continue. Yes. So we have Sonia,
Yes.
we have
Yes, so we'll
Rastus.
use this list to.
So you want
Yes, so
Sonia to go.
Rastus,
Sonia.
you're next after
Oh,
Rita.
Erastus. Okay. Erastus didn't post any report.
Right.
He's probably not here. I don't see.
He's not here.
I don't
So
see
we'll proceed. Yeah.
So we have Miss Rita, Gracie, Mark, and Sonia.
Yes, Rita, then Gracie, Mark, and then Sonia will go last.
Okay. So what? Who's going?
Rito, are you with us? Yes, she is.
I'm here.
Rito, and then Gracie, then lastly Mark, and then Sonia. Okay, proceed.
Good evening, everyone. So this week, we were still working on the website developer page, trying to edit it to become easier for anyone who joins in the CNMCyber group. However, midweek, we got our wiki account. So we had sessions with Kevin to help us know how to navigate the basics of wiki, which at least speaking for myself, I'm still trying to figure out. um, However, um, I am looking forward to coming up with a substantial page with the help of Mark and Gracie this coming week. And so basically what we did, we also need to have a go ahead from Gary, I think, on what to edit or not, what not to edit on the main pages. We would love to to know what to do there, because we have suggestions on what to do, but we didn't know if we are allowed to edit on the main page. So some of the suggestions I had on what maybe could have been done, I've left on the website developer page, discussion page. Um, so it's a large pros one, because we were basically using word form before we got wiki accounts. So I didn't want to edit without um, being given a go ahead on what I can edit. For example, where the section where what website developers do, it could have been placed at a different section of the page compared to where it is at right now. So as Gary is showing on his screen, immediately after where what web dev do could have been, Gary, could you go up a little bit kindly? You see where it could have come, where we have what devs produce right somewhere there, so that the information could sync. Yes, that is where such information should have been. You can check and tell me later if that works. So this week we are looking forward to finishing up the website developer page with the help of Gracie and Mark. So yes, that is what I did for the week. Yeah, unless you have questions.
You ask the question. So, like, the answer to the question. So, like, how I would like to you kind of to organize the work, right? Here,
Okay.
you should put like here, I will work on this page, right? And if you are approved, so, and you are, right, for this page.
Okay.
So you kind of, they use the word own, OWN, own this page. You are own this page. So you can do whatever basically you plan to do. What do you mean kind of I didn't get the kind of the question what we are allowed. Like because you put like nothing changed on the page, but I see you put like most of the things in the discussion in the talk.
Yes, I
But
did.
now what what do you plan to do someone else, someone who will come with like after you want these people like to read what you wrote, compare what on the page, and like what I even don't know how you expect someone else who is coming after you to work on that. You plan like to put career objectives, like yeah, put it there, put on the page, nothing on the discussion. Discussion is
Okay.
most likely we will use discussion page. It's kind of my proposal. I will formulate next week. For simple projects we will use discussion for their as a project page. No, it's kind of move this page. If you work with this page, continue working with this page. But you need to state that I plan to work with this page, and you will be approved for that page. And go go go. I like you
Okay.
can
I
you
think we
you
didn't just have that information. Now that I understand, I
you
will work
cannot
on it
you you cannot
without having to put it on the discussion page.
you cannot kind of damage anything because
Oh, okay.
I can put like I can restore. I see, let's say like you made like several edits, right? So I will
Yes.
click like roll back or undo, and that's it. And
Oh, okay. There's the undo bit. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
so I let's say I can see what you have done on the main page. You see, I click compare, and I see on the main page you cut the word since and left specifically, right? So you cut here since. It's what you have done. Uh, so
Okay.
I can roll up like anytime. And I finished with this page. I feel like I want to give you an opportunity and whatever. And those people who will work as a website developers, they will check whether you were right or wrong or whatever, and we can improve, right? Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. I finished.
I think now we understand that bit. So me and the team that is working on the page will make sure we have something substantial on the page and not the discussion page.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
Kevin.
I'm next. So
Yes, it's Gracie. Gracie.
okay, hi again. This week, like the team has said, myself, Kevin, Ruto, and Erastus, we were working. We had a meeting where Kevin showed us how we were supposed to edit on the Wikipedia page. So this week, mostly what I was doing personally is I was trying to see how we had edited, but we were working on Word pages. So I was trying to see Wikipedia page itself.
Gracie, you broke up, so I couldn't get. But I see. So basically, you and Mark, you are kind of
Yeah,
like all of you do the same stuff, right? So basically,
yes. Basically, we
so I will probably like we can consider that Ms. Rito
we are working on
talked about
the CNM website developer.
like on behalf of the whole team, because everything is kind of
Yes,
is the same. Okay, so we
yes.
can skip Mark in this case. So we have Sonia,
Oh, yes,
right?
but I had a
Yeah.
query, if it's okay. On the website developer page, while looking at it, when we are starting their career objectives,
Yeah.
after the content part, career objectives, we have challenges, credentials, and further parts, and then KCAs. So we were wondering why is that particular space blank?
Because
Is it okay if we?
I started and I kind of dropped. Like when you start doing
Okay.
something, like you're
Uh-huh.
kind of, I will jump in. My intent was that the further pass, it will be kind of the deaf
Yes.
can or are able
Yes.
after
Okay.
the practice or whatever it's called.
Okay.
The devs can like and first like stay like continue with other jobs, with other practice jobs, um, decide to um, decide to um, or decide to concentrate on some website developer man jobs. What else? Or work on or on own projects, something like that. So with the credentials, I plan to create kind of this one, right? This certificate. Kind of the idea is that if someone, so credentials will be first like work experience, right? Um, Possibly we can do like professional recommendations, like professional work experience record. So kind of you can include in your resume. Second will be like recommendations. We can put, let's say, like someone who will be your mentor can recommend, and this kind of, and we will create this certificate. So the what else? What I'm missing? Probably that's it. Kind of. So what you will get there? Challenges. I even don't remember what I meant. Just cut it out. Not kind of probably important. But whatever you write more or add, with occupations also. Kevin asked in our first meeting, Kevin asked good questions. So let's say I wanted to put more about like a website developer, what it is, that is not a real occupation. Basically, I wanted to move from our first website development bootcamp based on the questions of Kevin. Let's see what kind of no, it was not here. It was in bootcamp, right? Oh, yeah, yes. So I remember again. I remember. Here's one. Who is a website developer? Who is a CNM website developer? I will use this for this occupations kind of page. So I put it right now as a draft. So we can work like a little bit farther. Okay, Gracie, you stopped, right? You finished.
Yes.
Anyone else have questions to Gracie? Mark said that he had a connection and my mic have a problem. I'm sorry. I will not be able to speak this week. I learned a lot on how to edit the wiki, put subheading, etc. I also shared something on the discussion page. Also had some questions to Gary on whether to edit directly on the wiki. Of course, wiki is created for editing. Wiki is a tool for collaborating work. So like many people can work simultaneously. Why will be required to ask the permission? No, you don't need to have ask for permission. As soon as moreover, like when you given this page to own, like to kind of to manage it, I can ask you what is on this page. Explain me. So like if you own the wiki page, you need to check not only edit, but also check what the previous people have done. So Mark is not has no mic, so we have Sonia, right? Yeah, nothing, no one else asked. So Sonia is the last. Sonia, are you with us?
I'm here.
Okay. Hello, Sonia, and
Yeah.
go.
Um,
This week, unfortunately, uh, I wasn't so productive because I had and still have problems with my computer. But I worked with Upwork, invited contractors, asked questions, and we have one meeting with contractor that Gary said. And I prepared a report on the contractors for the CNM Technology Board meeting. Next week, I plan to continue working with contractors on Upwork, um, arrange with contractors about meetings, uh, and continue to work with Rita since I didn't contact her this week, and work on video recordings and CNM Technology Board meetings wiki pages. And also, I want to ask Kevin a question, if he hear me.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. I working on a homepage now, yeah, for CNMCyber.com.
Can you repeat?
She's asking kind of, are you working on CNMCyber.com? But Sonia, I got this question. Mike,
Yes.
now I will ask the questions. Like, what project you want to work? We have a few projects. You mean kind of this page, right? So like CNN website projects. So there are several like projects. So let's say Kevin right now, I'm not sure. Kevin, are you working on what? Are you working on their texts, right? Text, CNMCyber,
Text.
this one, right?
Text. CNMCyber text. Yeah.
So
Public text.
you need to have like
Yeah.
requirements. You have requirements,
Yes.
and you work on the wiki, right? So what is kind of do you work on the
Yeah.
wiki?
But I'm a bit confused.
What the percentage on the
Next.
wiki you have done? What is confused? Sorry,
Yes.
what are you confused with?
The last time, the last time we had the boot camp, I asked about how the developments should be made. Like if the design part and the text part should go together, and you said we should like create a prototype website that has similar design as the actual website.
No.
So like we should create the design and the text together.
No way. Yeah, kind of. I either didn't say, or I didn't.
Yeah. So my question is,
Or maybe I didn't understand you.
that
I couldn't say that. So like designer work with kind of some prototypes. So let's say we need to have some prototypes. Designer, if we ask designer right now, come to do like the website. They say what will be on this website, right? A normal designer, I'm a designer. The normal designer will ask what the design, what the content will be, because designer should work with the content, kind of some content. So and here we need to report kind of if you pick this project, so this project should be on your request. You should say, "Oh, I will work on this project here," right? And we need to put like here the text. You see how we put with Rita. So Rita said, "I'm working on the strategy for SEO," right? And we put like, okay, I asked like how much, what percentage of the requirements? She said 10%, and strategy 5%. So we need to have here what project you are working on. Design is different. No, you kind of, if you are not a designer, we even haven't created kind of designer requirements yet. No, when we have the website, then we will give it to the designer. Like with the CNMCyber, is a little bit different. because we already have kind of some design, right? When we put this like CNMCyber.com, so on this page, we already have some design, like several contractors already work on this. And we had some, I use just on this page, we already posted. So I created this prototype, basically like wireframe, let's call it this way, or mockup. And I divided the sections. And the actual designers, like this one was made by Miriam, by the way, I believe. This one was made by Miriam, but this was made by an actual designer in Ukraine. He was from Vinnytsia in Ukraine. At least he tried to do something. And then, but it was like long ago. It was like 3 or 4 years ago. And then we had this designer who was from India. So it was kind of actual designer work on that. But again, for the designer needs to have like a text contents, what it should be. So when you work on the prototype, no, design is not a part of the prototype yet. No, design can be made like separate.
So what you're saying is on the text part that you are developing should just be
yeah. Content
so
content
we
is
will
kind of
we will just have like wiki tables and wiki pages.
I will
Okay.
use tables because they are simpler, because you see you will not kind of, it's a minimum code. It's just
Yeah.
like, and use the same. I would probably even take out like kind of the background color, just kind of make it like real simple. Probably. Probably, yeah, as simple as possible. And this kind of, it emulates kind of the header, right? And colors don't distract, by the way, which is kind
Yeah.
of cool. Um, I will probably can use, we're developing right now, and we need to create like requirements for the prototypes, but I will probably not use any colors at all, and no any kind of this like graphic designs, because they may not look like well on their mobile version. No, on the mobile they are kind of even better. I don't know, kind of. I will use just tables for simplicity. Tables with no colors. Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. Because colors,
Okay.
they also distract. With their back to Sonia's question, which is good. Yes, kind of ask like what you are working on. So let's say we have a few websites, and I will start like Sonia. I will start with this page. I will start with this kind of CNM website project projects page, right? On this page, we have many projects. We have audio visuals. Again, you are not expected to create like a video, but you can create a requirement here, and then someone will produce a file like images, multimedia, if anything, which means like animations or kind of some like effects, like you can work on text. If Kevin works on like on CNMCyber, you can take. I remember you started working on eDOSVIT. you can, and we will keep this name for, you can work on this on this call or, but for now I don't see like Kevin didn't request. Kevin kind of, because Kevin doesn't have his report, so I even kind of, he didn't claim this page. So this page right now actually is available, but I, and the team, it sounds to me that they will work on their website developer page, but they need to have practice too. So I will assume that they will work on CNMCyber text as a Kevin kind of claimed. And we can put here, like on the project page here, it should be stated here who is working on what the sprint we are right now and what we are developing. Um, because if it's kind of the project page here should be like requirements, because right now, Kevin, you are working, but what is the goal? What you are working on? It should be stated here. Does it make sense?
So do you
Yeah.
mean that I can't work on text with Kevin? Yeah, and I should
You
do something else.
you cannot be restricted on working on anything, but kind of the question is who owned this page this week, right? Who owned this page this week? Kind of two people cannot own the same page the same week, but you can always contribute to on any page. You, again, if this page is your project for the next week, then your project needs to be approved. It is kind of when we, if you want to work as a website developer, so here you need to say, I will be working on this project, got kind of approval, say, okay, you own this project this week and you will be owning this. But you can work on any page at any time unless the page is protected. So let's say you cannot work on CNM like wiki, for instance, because it's protected. It's a, like I put it here like protects. I can change protection. So like on this page, you can contribute only to the discussion. Did I answer this question or no, Sonia?
Um, yeah, but no, content of the website and text should have many pages. So if Kevin work on a home page, uh, I can work on another page.
This is true.
I don't know.
When we have this like this kind of page, and we can
Sure.
divide, because right now we don't have, I don't have a vision. So let's say we didn't start like cnmcyber.com, right? For whom it's kind of it's a created, what personas we should serve, and basically it could be kind of several sub projects out of this one project. And then when we have like a sub projects, okay, Kevin is working for
Yeah.
like promising workers, and you can work with the promising learners or partners or networkers or whomever, right? So again, if we talk, we can talk about like different things. You can work on the same page at the same time. But like several people cannot own, like be responsible. So let's say on our weekly event, I can ask you, for instance, I can go, you didn't mention CNM Jitsi, right? But technically, I assume that like I want this page to be owned by someone. And if you own this page after a week, I should be able to ask you, okay, here we have monitoring is done not just what does it mean? And you need to explain or why it's here or whatever is stated here. Presentations, user requirement, availability. Or we'll ask you here. The app is a big blue button instance. What does it mean, Sonia? And if you fail to answer this, so you kind of you're not owning this page. Well,
Uh, I worked on this page and you too work on this page.
I'm
So
I'm trying I'm
yes,
trying to make
sure.
up kind of again, but two of us cannot own the same page at the same week. So like my idea is that like if you own this page, if you work on this page project, you need to own this. You need to kind of know what is there, why it's there, and if something is not what you don't understand, you attend the office hour and ask this question directly to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we are talking right now. Well, every week we start like 5 minutes later. That is why we are running like kind of to like almost 1 hour. I will maybe next time I will start sharply. I will start at like on time. Whomever is available is available. Whomever is joining is joining. And I will try also to 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 a little bit to shrink it like to 45 minutes because like 56 is a little bit long. The last questions, if any. Tomorrow I will be in the office hour at 1 the same time.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, let's do like
Yeah,
in 2 minutes.
you've changed office. Yeah, have you changed office hours? Days, like we have less days for office hour.
Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday. Instead of 4 days, I cut to 2. Tuesday and Thursday. I wrote it
Okay.
here, Tuesday and Thursday. And it is like on the meetup. On the meetup, you can see this. This week, it's now, right? Thursday. Wait a second. Friday? No way. I wanted to cancel it. I don't know why it was not canceled. Or maybe I cancel like the other ones. Yeah, this should be canceled. Friday. I hit the wrong button. We need to edit this event only. Wait a second. Maybe I canceled all, but not this one. Cancel and delete. At least I tried. You have one more minute. Monday, why it's here? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no more questions.
I will fight. I tried to cancel all, but maybe those who were already kind of scheduled, they are still on the schedule. Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, Tuesday, Thursday, like 2 days. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
My goodness, why there? I will work on this. I don't know how to kind of. I cannot cancel like every event, so I will try edit events. Okay, thanks so much, and everyone, and like good work. I'm looking forward for the next meeting. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.
Mm.